Hello everyone and welcome back to English Time Daily. Today we're diving headfirst into the grammar gauntlet. Are you ready to conquer some of the most confusing rules in English and start speaking and writing like a pro? Let's get started. Grammar can feel like a minefield sometimes, right? Words that sound the same but mean different things. Rules that seem to have more exceptions than followers. It's enough to make anyone's head spin. But don't worry, that's what we're here for. We're going to demystify these tricky rules together, providing a comprehensive guide that's perfect for learners at any level. Let's kick things off with a classic troublemaker: homophones. These are words that sound identical but have different spellings and meanings. Think they're there on there, or two and two. A simple mix-up can completely change the meaning of your sentence. For example, saying they're going to their car is incorrect. The right way is they're going to their car. There is a contraction of they are to, is a preposition indicating direction, and there is a possessive pronoun showing ownership. The key is to pause and think about the function of the word in your sentence. Is it showing possession? Is it a contraction? Is it indicating a place or direction? Consciously making this choice will help you avoid these common mistakes in both your written and spoken communication. Let's try another one. Your and your shows possession, as in, is this your book? Your is a contraction of you are, as in, you're doing a great job. See the difference? It's all about context. Now, let's move beyond single words and talk about building better sentences. If you want to add depth and sophistication to your writing, mastering complex sentences is a must. A simple sentence has one independent clause, like the cat sat on the mat. It's clear, but it can be a bit boring. A complex sentence, on the other hand, combines an independent clause with one or more dependent clauses. For example, because it was tired, the cat sat on the mat. That little word because introduces a reason and adds a layer of information. Let's break it down. An independent clause can stand on its own as a complete thought. A dependent clause cannot. It relies on the independent clause to make sense. Words like because, although, while, since, and if are your best friends here, they are subordinating conjunctions that link these clauses together. For instance, instead of writing, she studied hard. She passed the exam. You can combine them, because she studied hard. She passed the exam, or she passed the exam because she studied hard. Notice how the placement of the dependent clause can change the emphasis. When it comes first, you often need a comma. When it comes second, you usually don't. Experimenting with these structures makes your writing more dynamic and engaging. So, how do you get better at this? Practice. Practice. It sounds simple, but it's the absolute truth. You can't just learn a rule and expect it to stick forever. You need to actively use it. Try this exercise. Take a simple paragraph you've written and rewrite it using complex sentences. Combine ideas, add connecting words, and play with the structure. Another great tip is to read extensively. Pay attention to how your favorite authors and journalists construct their sentences. You'll start to notice these patterns everywhere, and they'll naturally begin to seep into your own writing style. Let's discuss another common grammar hurdle: subject-verb agreement. The basic rule is that a singular subject takes a singular verb, and a plural subject takes a plural verb. For example, the dog barks singular versus the dogs bark plural. This seems straightforward, but it gets tricky with collective nouns, indefinite pronouns, and complex sentence structures. Take a collective noun like team or family. Do you say the team is winning or the team are winning? In American English, collective nouns are usually treated as singular, so the team is winning is correct. In British English, it can be either, depending on whether you're rethinking of the group as a single unit or as a collection of individuals. Indefinite pronouns like everyone, somebody, each, and neither can also be confusing. Most indefinite pronouns are singular. So you would say everyone is here, not everyone are here. Similarly, each of the students has a book. It's tempting to look at the word students and use a plural verb, but the subject is each, which is singular. The key to mastering these nuances is consistent practice and exposure. The more you read and listen to correct English, the more these rules will become second nature. Your brain starts to recognize what sounds right. So, immerse yourself. Listen to podcasts, watch movies, read articles, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every error is a learning opportunity. When you're unsure, look it up. There are fantastic online resources that can quickly clarify any rule. Regular practice is what solidifies these concepts in your mind, turning conscious effort into unconscious skill. Let's put it all together now. Imagine you're writing an email. Instead of writing, "We will have a meeting. It is on Friday. We will discuss the new project. Everyone should come. Let's elevate it." Using complex sentences and correct subject-verb agreement, we can write, "Although our schedules are tight, we will hold a meeting on Friday to discuss the new project, which requires our immediate attention." Since everyone's input is valuable, each team member is expected to attend. Doesn't that sound so much more professional and fluent? You've combined your ideas, shown the relationship between them, and used grammar correctly to convey your message with clarity and authority. Remember, the goal isn't to become a walking grammar textbook overnight. The goal is to improve consistently over time. Dedicate just 15 minutes a day to focused grammar practice. You could review a specific rule, do some exercises, or rewrite a few sentences. This consistent daily effort is far more effective than cramming 4 hours once a week. Over time, you'll see a massive improvement in your confidence and your ability to communicate effectively. Grammar isn't just about rules. It's about making your ideas clear, powerful, and persuasive. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the Grammar Gauntlet today. I hope you found these tips helpful. Remember, consistency is your greatest ally. Keep practicing, Keep learning, and don't be afraid to challenge yourself. If you enjoyed this video and want more content to help you master the English language, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to English Time Daily. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a lesson. See you in the next video.